Well, Hannah, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to talk with you about the upcoming retreat.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am so excited for April.
Yes, so let's say the dates first of all. The Inkspiration retreat for Christian children's book writers and illustrators in Tulsa, Oklahoma is April 23rd through 25th, 2026. And we're coming up on the deadline for registering. So if you see this and you're like, man, I think I'd like to go to that, please fill out the form and get your reservation in so that we don't lose your spot because we are very limited on space. This is a small retreat. And in this retreat, you're going to get in 3 days, which really about 48 hours, a year's worth probably of good coaching opportunities. And at the end of the retreat, we've added another thing on a pitch party. You'll have an opportunity to pitch your finished manuscripts at the end of the retreat. So check it out. Hannah Prewett is one of our main speakers at the event, and she is an amazing artist and writer. And I am prejudiced because she's illustrated several of my books. Hannah, tell us a little bit about your journey and tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the retreat.
Sure. So I have been telling stories since I was a little kid. I've been drawing since I was 3, and those two things just kind of coincided. I started really seriously pursuing writing in 2010 and have been just slowly working on that journey, and the Lord's been leading me different directions. I started out trying to write adult fiction and then switched to YA, and now I'm in children's, but then there's also some YA in there too. So I'm not really sure what the Lord has planned completely. I'm just here for the adventure and seeing where he takes me next. As you mentioned, I've illustrated some books for you, and we have some more planned in the future. And I've been able to do some other illustration projects. I just recently got signed with a literary agent last May. So we have a children's book out, searching for a home. We'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, I'm doing freelance illustration for Hyperbola and others, and just continuing to write and create.
It's just so much fun. What I love about your artwork is there's such, well, whimsy sounds like such an old word.
I love that word. That's my favorite word. I
Okay,
love
good.
it.
Because that's what I think of. There's a little bit of fairy tale sprinkled in with some happiness, and it just makes me happy to see the illustrations you create.
Well, that is the goal. So I'm glad that's what you see.
Good. So tell us about what you're going to share with us at the retreat.
Yes. So I'm doing 2 different sessions. One of them is tips and tricks for working with a freelance artist. I've done kind of a shortened version of that for one of our online sessions, but I was able to connect with some other online artists who also do commissioned illustration and just commission work. So we just talk about some of the things that are going to make your adventure together with an artist go smoothly for both of you. We'll talk about some do's and don'ts, talk a little bit about the whole process of illustration and what that looks like. I think it's going to be a really fun and informative class. I've been able to teach it at a conference before. It's just really fun to get to kind of give you a peek behind the curtain a little bit of some of my experiences with working with authors, what has worked and what hasn't worked so well, and then just getting to share my artwork and artwork from some other really creative talents out there. The other class I'll be doing is drawing a basic face. So if you've ever had the desire to sit with an illustrator and learn how to draw something simple, that's what we're going to be doing. I'll be providing the art supplies and everything. We're going to keep it very simple, so don't be afraid if you're not experienced with drawing. This is supposed to be fun, and just I'll kind of show you my process. Faces are one of my favorite things to draw. Whenever I sit down and don't really have anything in particular that I want to draw, I always go to a face. So I hope it'll just be a really fun experience for everyone there. I also will be bringing some of my artwork and stickers and things. I'll be giving away 2 free art prints too. So,
Yay. Oh, that's so fun. That reminds me, a couple things you said reminded me of things I want to say too. We will have a bookstore there. So The different artists and authors who sign up for the premium package get to put their books or whatever they have in the bookstore. So we'll have that bookstore open all weekend too, so you can get signed copies of your favorite things from your favorite people. When you're talking about working with an illustrator, I want to make it clear that yes, we are talking about if you are contracting with an illustrator and you're doing self-publishing or hybrid publishing. The cool thing about that is you have a lot more input. You're working closer with the illustrator. However, even if you go traditional and that is your goal, this will still be beneficial because we've got to get used to the idea that our book is shared with the illustrator. That book becomes just as much theirs as it is yours. Being able to communicate clearly, being able to understand expectations, and the whole process is just so beneficial. Hannah walked me through it because I had never done it before. She was my guinea pig as far as learning the process. So it's been good. It's really helped me because now I'm working with four, counting Hannah, four different illustrators on different projects and knowing how to approach them. She and I together have worked out the contract that we use with Hyperbolee. And we hadn't even thought of some things that she came up with this more recent one that is just an amazing contract that we use that protects both the writer and the illustrator really well, I think. It's been a real collaboration all the way around for you and I love that. So, and we are in the same critique group too. So,
yes, which is so fun. I will say,
Yeah.
Terry, you have been fabulous to work with too. So, brownie
Thank
points
you.
to you. It really has been a collaborative process and just back and forth. So I really appreciate that about you. I was realizing how exciting it's going to be to actually get to meet each other face to face for the first time because we've been in a critique group for a while, but we haven't actually met. So I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
I know. That's going to be so much fun.
Get to give actual hugs in real life.
Yes. When one of the other members of our critique group is Nicole, and I got to meet her in person a couple years ago. And it was just so much fun. We had lunch together and got to talk. And there's just something about it. You know each other from being online, but when you meet face to face, it's just so much fun.
Yes.
That's part of why this retreat, I just can't wait because we're going to get a bunch of like-minded writers and illustrators together. We're going to collaborate, we're going to network, but we're also going to have some time away from our normal rat race and just get to relax in beautiful surroundings. We are glamping, not camping. So if you think of a retreat as being rustic and outdoors, we originally were going to go that way. If you look at the old ads from the very beginning, we said, retreat at the lake. That was what we were planning. And we shifted gears and we are now not at the lake. We have a swimming pool.
That's great.
But it's going to be April. You probably won't want to swim unless you're more of a polar bear type person. Where we're going to be is just gorgeous and comfortable and in civilization. So, so what are you, besides getting to share, what are you looking forward to most about this retreat personally?
Well, several things, I guess. I mean, for one thing, I've never been to Oklahoma, so that'll be a first for me. I'm really looking forward to meeting the other speakers and attendees and just connecting. I've been to several conferences that are a lot bigger, and even in those, just seeing the way God brings the right people along that we just are able to connect about spiritual things or our writing journeys. So I'm so excited about this idea of having such a small, intimate group and for all of us to get to just spend this time together and share our journeys, inspire each other, pray with each other. I'm just really looking forward to the connections and seeing everybody. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Let me just give a little bit more information about the retreat for those who are listening. The first day, we have an early bird session for those who can get there by 3, I think it is, 3 or 3:30. Come to that if you can. It's going to be great. That one's going to be dealing with the thing we all dread, marketing. But Heather does such a good job of making it doable and making it where you don't feel overwhelmed. So she's going to share with us how to get our books to sell. Then we'll have lots of snacks and lots of food. It's all home cooked. We have a cook for the whole weekend and her minions to help her serve us all kinds of goodies. So that's going to be going on all weekend. Then, of course, like I said, the bookstore. If you sign up for the premium package, you also get free, not free, it's included in the cost, headshots, which, if you've had them done professionally, are super expensive. The photographer is giving us a great discount, really huge discount. And we have a person to help with hair and makeup. So before you get your headshots done, you get professional beauty help. And then we're going to also do some nature shots so you can use them for social media, out by trees and in nature, to just be some cool shots as well. So you get headshots and the cool shots. You can pay more to get a bigger package because it's a small package, but it is still discounted. Because seriously, just go check. Go try to make an appointment for your headshots, a professional appointment, and they will give you like 2 headshots for hundreds of dollars. So yeah, it is a lot. It's worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but this you get done as part of the retreat, and it's just going to be so much fun. We're going to do some fun photos as a group as well for hyperbole that I think is just going to be a blast. We're going to have a scavenger hunt that is meaningful. So it's bringing in the spiritual along with the fun. And the first night, we're also having a worship service with a wonderful friend of mine who she writes the most beautiful worship songs. I've known her for years and seen how God has just made her into the most wonderful, beautiful person. I still think of her as a young woman because, well, she's a lot younger than I am. But I knew her when she was so young before she was married, and now she's married and got all kinds of kids. She's just amazing. She's helping us the first night leading worship. The whole weekend is just scheduled to bless every attendee. We have times for roundtable discussions, for one-on-one discussions with some of our coaches. Hannah's one of our coaches, and it's just going to be unbelievable. The value of it is just what's blowing me away because everybody has given their time, given discounts so that we can offer it at the price we're offering the retreat at. What you're actually getting is worth so much more. I think we figured it was at least $800 worth of benefit that you're getting at such a discount. I think that's a really low ball estimate of what we're really getting. As I've paid different coaches and paid for different things, I'm realizing we really lowballed the total there. I'm really excited though that we can offer so much for this weekend.
Absolutely.
We've got like 10 spaces left. So I hope people will listen, sign up, come join us. It's going to be so much fun. We are going to have Thursday night, Friday night, and then all day Saturday of just a blast. If you fly into the Tulsa airport, if you're flying, we have people who will pick you up at the airport and bring you over to the venue. And if you don't fly, we'll give you the address once you register because, we don't want everybody knowing where we are. It's secret.
Top secret.
Yes, it is. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add for those who are listening today?
Oh, I would just say if you get the opportunity to sign up for this, please come. We would love to see you. I know for me, participating in conferences and retreats for writing have been so absolutely beneficial to my journey. Even at the times where nothing has happened in my writing journey, just making those connections is so valuable. Sometimes that's the way you end up in a critique group, or you'll end up making a friend that you never would have met otherwise. I have a group of very dear writing friends that I made from going to a conference. So you just never know how the Lord is going to work through you attending something like this, especially to have the opportunity that something so small and intimate, like I said, where we're really all going to get to know each other. So I really hope you guys will consider coming. We'd love to have you, and we're just so excited for April. Every video interview you do, Terry, I'm like, I'm so excited to go and meet everybody, and I just can't wait. So please come.
I know, me either. Yes, I'm coming all the way from Thailand to get there. So, you guys can come from California and wherever, Montana, whatever. It's not nearly as far as I'm having to go.
Absolutely. If Terry can make it from Thailand, you know. Oh,
The thing I love too is that every conference I've gone to, you always feel like, oh, I've got to spend money, but it's more of an investment. It truly is into your career and what God is calling you to do. And at every one I've gone to, God has more clearly defined his calling in my life. He's more
yes.
clearly shown me what he wants me to do or given me ideas for a book I need to write. So I love those times. It's just a time to get away and encounter God and network with other like-minded people. It is such a blessing. You won't be sorry you spent the money. It'll be so worth it.
Absolutely.
I just can't wait to see you.
I can't wait to see you either. I was thinking too, that made me think of it. I know everybody's in a different place financially too, but don't be afraid to take that to the Lord too if you really feel
That's true.
strongly about wanting to come and you're just not sure. My very first conference that I attended, there was no way I could do it financially. And I had a writing friend who actually encouraged me to start a Kickstarter. And my blog that I had at the time, my blog readers sent me to my first conference. That and some
Wow.
silverware that I had to sell. So you just never know how God will work. It is, like Terry said, it is definitely an investment. And like you, Terry, I have, at every conference I've gone to, God has used the speakers or the people there to just encourage me and also show me, okay, this is the direction I want you to go. I mean, I can look back at every conference and think of a specific moment where God used that to go, okay, this is the direction we're going now. I know you thought we were going this way, but actually, I have another plan for you. So you just never know how
Yeah.
God is going to use this time, and everything you learn, you're going to build on and be able to use for your journey too. So definitely come. It's worth it.
Yes, it is. We are also giving away a lot of fun things too. So there's just so many surprises and fun things we have planned. It makes me happy. I can't wait.
Yay.
So if you have any questions, just reach out to us. There will be links with this video where you can just email me if you have questions. You can find the form to fill out to reserve your place. And if you look at the website, the link is there for that as well. You can even reach out to Hannah if you have a question for her. So if you are an illustrator who is coming to this event, don't hesitate to bring at least part of your portfolio, maybe a video portfolio, because like I said, we are going to have a pitch party at the end. And if you want to be considered as an illustrator, both of the companies, one is Hyperbolee and one is EA Publishing, we need to see your portfolio. So bring what you have, at least something that we can look at and kind of see what kind of art you do, and spend some time with us, talk with us. We'd love to talk with you. We hope you'll join us, and we will see you in April, Lord willing.
See you in
All
April.
right. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.